Welcome back, guys. It's Car Dealer Simulator. I hope you're having a sweet day today. It's in the middle of the night, 3 a.m. or so here on day 8. I've only got $5,500 left because I've got myself some new inventory, right? We got a bunch of different vehicles at the end of the last video, and I've spent the, in between hours of the video anyway, I've spent it just kind of grinding the bodies down here, getting all the rust off of them, getting them repainted, getting them washed, all those things. And now I got to get all the wax on the top. This thing is this is a big van. Definitely a vehicle that didn't exist the last time I played the game, right? So we got a lot of new models and stuff we're going to be checking out. There is the wax, and now I just need the polish. I'm going to start at the top because I think the top was the main source of why I had to wait. I kind of wish the tops didn't need to be done like this, but I guess I get it. All right, so when I'm done with this, and the reason I'm bringing you guys in now is because I just got a couple of emails, and I haven't read them yet, so I wanted to take a look at those, and I took a look at the titles, so just the subject lines of the emails, and I think there's some things I got to do, right, and some people I got to see, so I wanted to check those out with you guys. So this is done now. It's got all the body work done. Obviously, all of these things have mechanical issues, and those all need to be addressed in these vehicles here. So I got these 3, then this one here. I'm actually only needing to repair one hole in the exhaust and then the catalytic converter there. And then this one's basically ready to go. Minus all the normal parts that we'd already have. But I need to buy parts for those things. So that's these 3 vehicles. And then the body work is done on this one too. Also, the Phantom Gale. That's a different vehicle that didn't exist before too. This one's very bad mechanically. It's really difficult to drive it, honestly. It doesn't brake very well at all. I think it's got terrible brakes. Let me just really quick scan that and see if that's the case. Yeah, the brake discs and calipers are basically shot on that thing. Good news though, I can wash it and all that stuff is pretty fine too. Okay. And then I've got these 3 vehicles here. So funny story, right? We saw at the end of the last video, this thing drove me to get this one, but then it said it's not drivable once I got there. So I got out and it wasn't drivable then. Well, I went ahead and had this one go get me the Gale and drive it back. And same thing happened after that too. Same thing happened. This one was not drivable by the time I got to this car. And so this car had to haul this one back. Very, very eventful night it has been. So anyway, let's check out the emails here. We got 2 of them. One says Finders Keepers. It's by Tony Lombardo. He says, hello, name's Tony Lombardo. I run the best and only pawn shop in Winston Springs. If that doesn't ring a bell, ask around. People in the underground know exactly who I am. Okay, now we need a game, Pawn Shop Simulator, right? We play as Tony Lombardo's pawn shop. I won't waste your time. Among your junk, there's bound to be a few items that lost their original owners along the way. In my establishment, well, let's just say we take care of things like that. We give them new life, no questions asked. So every day I put something up for sale. Sometimes it's leftovers, sometimes it's things nobody came back for. Take a look. You might find something worth your while. Regards. Okay. So we got a pawn shop to take a look at. And then we have Roy Rudd, wreck alert. We've received complaints from the trailer park near the gas station. Someone is littering the place with abandoned vehicles, sending you location for you to take a look. Okay. Let's go ahead and take a look at those abandoned vehicles. And I think I might use the van. It looks like it's got some fuel left in it. So we might just use this van to go do that. And there might be a vehicle over there I want. So why don't we go ahead really quick and take our trailer over there. Now I went ahead and I read up on Steam. I went back to the updates for the game and everything and reread some of the things, and I now know how to work the gas pump thing. I know how to do that, so we'll do that in this video to get that set up. And the icon for this makes me believe it's this truck, but then I don't think that's the case. I think it's maybe a vehicle right behind it. Is it you? Is it this one here? No, it's not this one here. So where is this vehicle? Is it way back in here? Ah, I think it's this one here. Yes. So that's cool. Yeah. This is, I don't remember this model vehicle either. This is the Aurora Outrider, also not drivable, right? And again, I think it's a cool thing. I want to restore these cars. I think it's a fun little challenge to see these vehicles and not just do things because it's the most profitable, but to do things just because it's a challenge to do, just because it's like the right thing to do. You know, I want to restore these things, you know, working condition kind of thing. It's a part of the challenge, I think. I'm not saying I'm going to do it to all the vehicles, but you know, some of these things, like this one here, I think, you know, it's a model that I haven't experienced before. I haven't played with it before. So I think at least one of them, we're going to do it, you know, restore it, see what it's like. Excuse me, driving through here. There's a lot of people out on the roads for 5 a.m. Look at this thing. It's not even fully on the trailer. What is going on with this? Hold on here. Let's see if we can, like the wheel is turning. It's basically being towed with on two wheels. Really on one wheel, because the trailer is my second wheel, right? That's really strange, but all right, it's cool. So we're gonna put this back with the other junkers, just on its way. Eventually, we're gonna have our mechanical shop set up really well with you know, an actual mechanic working there, and we can start getting parts collected. I think I'm gonna use this. Honestly, I think I might use this white van to go get like parts and stuff. This might be like my company vehicle kind of thing. I'm gonna need one of those, you know. I'm gonna need a company vehicle at some point. You know, I'm gonna put it over there. Let's put it over here. Right next to this one. Can I get it in here? Or are you gonna stop me? No, we're good. Just let me right up in here. There we go. Right about like that. I like it. Just set it over there like that. Okay. Now, this is like a parts collection vehicle. Like, we'll make our rounds to go get parts, not to go get vehicles, right? If I'm gonna go collect vehicles, it's gonna be that yellow one over there. You know, but I'll use that to go get cars. But this one here, this van, I think that's yeah, this is a good vehicle for that. Now, as far as the gas pump goes, let's take a look at that really quick, because I can actually do that now. Hello, police officer. I'm not sure where you were turning. There's no there's nowhere to turn there, unless you were trying to intentionally turn into me. Yeah, and we'll fix this van up too, because I like this. I wonder if we can put like a logo on it, right? Our own coast. Like, this could be our dealership parts supply van kind of thing. It would be cool. Anyways, so obviously we can put gas in this vehicle, and probably should, but there's one thing I can do that, again, wasn't in the game before, and that's this red fuel trailer right here. So that's new, at least new to me, right? So this thing, we need the keys for it, and to get the keys for it, we need to buy it. Now, that part I don't know. It's also kind of clipping into the dumpster right now. That part I don't know, so I'm going to maybe say that I have to go inside and ask about it. Is that how this works? We'll browse goods. Here's the cigarette pack and the bag of candies and such, right? So we can maybe get like 10 of these, and we can maybe get like 10 of these, you know, help us with our deals later. But what I'm looking for is the fuel trailer. Now, that is $70,000. Okay, well, F you too. $70,000 for that. So, you know, we're not going to do fuel for our guys just yet, but that's the thing. That exists, okay? It's in the game. That exists. In the meantime, though, let's just get some fuel on this thing, because I think I'm going to use this for a little bit. Oops, yeah, it's on this side now, isn't it? So we'll open this up, and let's just fill this up for a second. There we go. Put it back. Close the cap, and off we go. You know, we could put some air in the tires too. Why not? Let's put these in here too. So we'll grab this, and yeah, I mean, I might choose to sell it. I don't know yet. You know, I might. It's going to be in the nice range. It actually looks like it's already green. Yeah, it's already in there. So the vans, it says the vans, which maybe this isn't a van. Maybe this is a bus. 3.8 is where it needs to be. So that's good. Maybe we're already good there. I didn't actually check. Let's see. So front left tire 3A. Okay, this is all fine. So like this vehicle's in pretty decent shape. That's why I'm considering just using it and you know, getting my parts and stuff from it. I don't have to clean it. I don't have to figure it out. I don't have to, you know, fix it anymore. That kind of thing. So being that it's Monday, I'm hoping that. Whoo, it's good maneuvering there, fellow van / bus driver. Being that it's Monday, our parts supplier is going to be open. Now, I've only got $5,200, so I mean, I guess I don't really have a lot of money to buy parts right now. I'd like to get started on that, get some parts going. The best I could do, I guess, really is to go to the junkyard and get them. So why don't I put this van? I'm going to put this kind of over here. And just kind of intending to keep it for myself for now. You know, we can sell it later, but for now, we're going to keep it for myself. And we're going to say that one of these up here. Let's say, which one of you has the best value? I have a feeling it's this big one here, 83.98. And then yours is 10.9. Okay. And then yours is 7.6. So with yours having the best value, yeah. We got a little red light action, right? So why don't we just go in here and once again, we'll take a look and see what's wrong with you. We don't have anything to worry about here. So the biggest concerns here are a couple of brake discs, calipers, front wheel shock absorber, etc. Maybe the tailpipe thing. We could do a couple of things here. Maybe get the tire pressure settled, you know, fueled up and stuff. Should be okay, I think. We'll want to add the missing parts and the parts below 50 to our shopping list as well, so we can go ahead and buy them when possible. If I was gonna do that, I think for now though, can I take what can I do to take parts away from my shopping list? Is there any way to remove all the parts that I've added from this particular vehicle? I think you basically just do this, right? Basically only do that. So if I wanted to replace like the brakes and stuff like that, do I have an inventory list now, right? We have supply house, shopping list, not the supply house. Maybe this is it. Do we order, can we order parts online? That's a thing we can do now in this, right? Car parts store, there it is. Yeah. So you don't have to wait for Sunday anymore. It's just like, I think these are just a little expensive to buy them brand new and stuff. It's kind of expensive. These are fuses. And we had all these things. I could get like the plate repair kits, for example. We can order like 10 of these, add them to my cart, exhaust repair tape. I feel like this is more expensive than buying it the other place, but maybe not. We'll add it to the cart. And then we just say go to cart and we can pay like this. And then how do I get those things? Do they just get delivered to me? You know, are they going to show up here in a car and deliver them to me, or do they just magically show up in my inventory? I guess, you know, is my next question. And it looks to me like here's my personal inventory, but what about my warehouse? Because I haven't actually used this system, right? I haven't looked at it. I haven't researched it or anything. But we have all of these things. I think I have to have these on my person. Oh, wow, I bought a lot of them. Those were packs of 10. Well, I bought 100 of each. Then fine, we'll put them all in here, and then I'll have like 2 of them on me. No, I want the whole stacks. I want this one and this one. I want you to move the stacks of items. Yeah, stacks. Like that, yeah. So I've got a couple of parts here, right? I got a shock absorber I could maybe install, a radiator. We could maybe do some modifications to that car in there to get it going, but I think, yeah, there's our parts delivery right there. Delivery has arrived, and it's right out here. He's just going to block me. So your #1 vehicle part supplier, Car Part Mart. I like the name, Car Part Mart. So open this. Yeah. Okay, so I grab the box, and then do I just put it down, and then once I get the last box out, you drive away? Is that it? Yeah, okay. Okay. So I got my license plates, and I've got the do I have to open it and then put it in the warehouse, right? I probably have to open the box. Yeah. And it goes into inventory. So if I go like this, can I take it from the box? I can. Put it directly into inventory. Cool. Is that just a single box? Because it looked like I had the tape as well. So is this box over here? Is this the license plates then? No, this is tape as well. So I must have ordered enough tape to where it didn't fit all in one box. Yeah, because I ordered 10 items of tape. So I guess with the license plates, I needed an extra box then. Fair. Okay, and then one last thing I have in my inventory are still these things. Okay. So with $2,400, obviously I got to sell some cars. So I think instead of repairing this, instead of going through that process right now, I am just going to put it on the lot. It's got enough. It's got some check engine light stuff, and that sucks, but I need to have the money to really like fully fix these cars up. So I think I'll just go ahead and do that. There is, of course, the elephant in the room, which is the fuel and everything as well. This isn't in great shape too. The tire pressure thing could help me sell it more. Maybe we do fill it up and do that. It would be really nice actually to do that, but I think I'm just going to be do lazy things right now, just to get things on the lot. I don't have anything for sale right now, so just to get things on the lot, I'm going to do it. And then when it does come time to sell this van, let's have the pictures already done for it, because you know we can do that too. There we go. Pictures are already done for that one. Okay, so the next thing is, again, which ones can we just put on the lot right now without having to fix? I think this is definitely one. I do have tape now for the exhaust holes, so we might as well fix those. Let's go ahead and do those really quick, because those are very fast and easy. Also, the van has one hole remaining. I ran out of tape, so there's one hole remaining in that. But I got loads of tape now from ordering it from Car Part Mart. Yeah, that's neat, because that actually gives me the ability to buy parts on Sunday, which I had totally forgotten that was a thing that you could order online now. I read up about that too. I knew about it going into the series. I'm like, hey, this is cool. We can do this now. Okay, remember that. Nope, forgot. Just how it goes, man. There should be another hole. Somewhere. Right there. All right. So now we put this on the lot as well. Space it out a little bit. Oh, I don't think I quite parked it right. Oh, I did. Okay. Yep. And then we want the... Oh, we didn't do the odometer with the other car either. Let's do that out in the open so everyone can see. Just do it right in front of everybody. Really guys that are checking out my lot, you know, I don't know what they're upset about. Is it because there's nothing for sale? Because we're going to change that really quick here. Okay. Good enough. And then I want the camera. Take the picture. Take the picture. Okay. And then this one here also needed an odometer thing. Yep. All right, I think what I want to do, just to make sure that this video isn't like super long for like a lot of the samey stuff, is I'm just going to list all these cars, right? I'll list these two are going to get listed right now. We'll get this one on the market too. Odometer with this one is not done either. So we'll go ahead and roll this one back. And I'll just get, you know, exhaust fixes, the same kind of stuff. No mechanical stuff just yet. Not really doing a whole lot of wrenching yet on these. And then I'll get these on the lot right now too. Check engine lights and all. And we'll just sell them to get the money for parts so that we can then fix up the other vehicles that are maybe a little bit more, a little bit higher margin. This one here has 2 holes in it. And then, like brake disc 1%, right? So I want to get those things fixed. And I just, I want to go ahead and go forward in doing that and have a lot of good like parts in stock for that. So perhaps, you know, with a little bit more money, we can buy all the parts. I don't have the parts. I want to buy the parts. And I can go to the junkyard, but they don't always have the parts I need. So I think in this case, though, do I have a brake disc? I think in this particular instance, though, with the 1% on that brake disc, I should probably get some of this stuff. So let's buy... I'm going to get like 4 of these, 4 of these, And then let's get, you know, like 4 brake discs and 4 of the calipers as well. I can't quite afford that many. Okay, so we'll get 3 of each. That'll be fine. So we'll pay for that. And then when that comes over here, I guess I will replace that in this car. But these two need listed right now. Do we want any of them to have a license plate fix? I think so. Right, I think so. Because this one's worth quite a bit. I think maybe if I think I can get anything that's maybe over $15,000, I guess. We'll look at doing that. But I think, do you still do it this way? You get back here and then you hit the button? No? Is that not how that works anymore? You have to have it in your personal inventory. I remember, yeah, you have to have it in your personal inventory for that. Because you're not in the store there. So if I was to come over here and grab some of my license plate things, why don't we just move? Well, okay, I guess I'll just move the stack. We'll just have 10 of them in our inventory, and then we can go forward and do that. Like this one here, this has got some pretty good value to it, so we can just restore the plates on this one. That's one. And we can come over here and restore the plates on this one. Boom. And then why not? Just do this one too. So we have the plates restored on those, and now we should be able to you know, get them listed for a fairly decent price. So let's see how that goes. So this one, we're getting a 3% bonus for the clean plates and 3% bonus for the tire pressure on this one. And I can go maybe here on that. And then the Off-Rider Canyon, we have the pictures that I took with the sun in the picture. We can go about here with that one. Again, we're getting another 3% bonus for the clean plates on that. So we have a couple of vehicles that are at least for sale now. And now the parts guy's like, dude, get out here and get this stuff, which you can pull in here. Huh? I got plenty of space in here, dude. Why don't you come and say hi to me? Huh? Why do I need to do it here? Yeah, you get out of here. Goodbye. I don't know. I wish he would come up, like park himself right over here near my warehouse. I have to walk all the way in here. I don't want to do that. I suppose I could just put it in my personal inventory and then bring it over here, but I would rather just like box, go, and not have it mess with my personal inventory, you know? Anyway, I'm going to sell these 2 cars. I'm not sure how much they're actually going to sell for, but I'll cue you in whenever I am going to make a sale. And then you can see what kind of deal I get from them. And then in the meantime, I'll just keep working and cranking away, hopefully getting some money so that I can actually buy a decent collection of parts. I might even go to the junkyard for it. I'll be right back. So I like how these things are somewhat helpful, but also not at all helpful. Like you had the room, Dev. So you had the room to write rear right, rear left, right? You had the room to do that up here too, and you just chose not to. I don't understand that. But we have like a whole bunch of 4 brake discs, and I don't know which one this is because it doesn't actually tell me that. So now I have to, I guess, just guess which brake it is. So eeny, meeny, miny, mo, right? And then I can see that this one's at 59%. So if I look at a report now, I know that this bottom one is the 59. So I'm going to assume that these are in the same order and that this brake disc is at 25. Okay. So let's see if that's actually how the case is. Oh, and I didn't buy the drill yet either. I need to go buy a drill because that's way faster. But let's just see how this is. So if I take this wheel off, here we go. One more. All right, so this is the rear 59%, and then this one is the 25% one, yes. So if we uninstall that, switch back to assemble, we can now get a 100 on there if I want to. I'm going to put this back. No, I'm going to give it 100. I'll do that. It's fine. We also have the caliper, which is not installed. I'll put the 59 back on for that one. And then we put the wheel back, right? And then we screw these on. So I guess the one way I can tell is by taking a look at the brake caliper right rear. Even though, again, you could totally have put the disc here. So I know which one it is. But you guys just chose not to. So like you're almost giving me helpful information. So this one has 35%. So that would be this one. And so I'm going to assume that that is the 1% one I'm targeting here. So if we were to go to disassemble and take this one off, then that would be, you know, with these two things being in the same order, we can then replace. There we go. Wish this thing would come down faster too. There we go. And then take this off, and there's our 1% brake disc. So we want to assemble this by putting the 100% on there and the 100% on there. Put the wheel back on, tighten it down, and at least this vehicle isn't going to like immediately fail and become undrivable right away. We're going to do the same thing with like some of these other cars that I was driving and all of a sudden it's not drivable. It's pretty much because one part got to 0% and just failed completely. But this one won't fail completely now. It's okay. So let's bring this down. Not going to put too many parts into it, but I do want to see the report here and see how that might have affected things. So for the summary, I can see that we have for bodywork, walking, polishing, bonuses, summary. If I go to the detailed view here, we can see that I have, I guess, 150. Is this the profits from the repair? It's not what I paid for it, right? So I guess I gained about $200 of value from that brake disc, and I gained $150 of value from this brake disc. So from like a nothing 1% to 100%, it's about $200 is basically what that is. And so is it a 1-to-1 ratio then is what we're seeing? Car parts, if I look at my brake discs, it's $200. So I'm not gaining any money from fixing it. Is I wanted to show that, like, basically, in case anyone has a comment about why I'm not fixing the cars. I'm not really gaining any money from that, right? It's a reputation bump for sure. I would assume it is. Oh, we probably... Do I risk it? I'm only going down by 1 mile at a time right now. It's not a big deal. Anyway, it's not a huge increase, but we still have the check engine light because I'm still sending this thing out with shock absorbers being bad, exhaust manifold, and catalytic converter stuff. That's just gonna be fine. You know, it's just gonna be fine. We're gonna go with it here. Take a picture. Let's get this thing sold too. And then we'll get, yeah, this guy hopefully will buy my truck. I'm not going to bother with, it's full of fuel. All right, we're pretty good there. You are a truck person? Are you? So you're offering me almost half of what I'm asking for. I mean, granted, what I'm asking for it is pretty unreasonable, but also you got to meet me a little higher there. Hey, that's a pretty decent bump. We're going back up some more. All right, you're at 15. I like it. Come on up a little bit more. 15.4. How about I give you the cigarette?
Okay.
So this gives me a reroll, and then I can maybe try to bring him up just a little bit more. And yeah, he's up a little bit more. 16,360. I'm all right with that. Yeah. So hey, you know, cigarettes paying for themselves now. Crazy. Okay, let's put that van for sale. I don't remember if did I swap out the license plate for that? I did not. Its value is at 10K though. I'm not going to bother with it. Let's put you to about here so I can sell it a little bit faster. And I got 16,000 bucks now. So why don't we take a look and see if there's anything new out there? I know I have some inventory that I haven't moved yet, but let's just see. We got 3 more that are in bad condition. They're pretty low value vehicles. I'm not really like super into those, so never mind. I kind of want to deal in the vehicles now that are a little bit better. Let me see what part is missing on this. This one's a good one. What's missing on it right now? The shock absorber on the left front. Oh, now you're gonna tell me left front. Like, huh? I guess that's the left. So 5 holes in the exhaust as well, but this is the reason why it's not drivable, is the shock absorber on the front left. And I happen to have a shock absorber, right? In my... Can't see my warehouse from here. Let me just take a look. Do I have shock absorber? This is a front one? Yeah, front shock absorber. I can put a 49% in there. You know, I had that part. So why don't we grab our van really quick here because that's not drivable. So I need a vehicle that can drive it around for now. And we're just going to turn this really quick. Crank it. Yeah, and let's go bring that into the shop and we can get that drivable again pretty fast, pretty easily. And then we'll do the whole body work and clean it up and all those things to it. But since we have a couple of parts, let's use them, yeah? So we'll pull this right up in here. There we go. Yeah. And we'll just pull this off to the side and let it sit here for a second. All right, so let's bring this up. Is there anything else we want to replace while we're here? So might be able to replace the suspension pin. Battery. Yeah, we probably should swap the battery. It's at 3%. And all these parts that we're swapping, we get them, right? We're going to keep them. And then we get to repair them with the repair machine later. So let's start first with these holes because there's 5 of them. And I can just do them right now. There we go. 3, 4. Finding them really quickly. Love that. Of course, I had to say something, and now the 5th one will elude me for another 45 minutes. Not getting it. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so that takes care of all those. Now we have, again, the report says the battery, which we can fix, I think, without having to have the next stage, because you can't do anything with the engine because I need the workshop upgrade. So pretty much like this stuff is not stuff I can even work with anyway. But I can do the shock absorber on the left front. So that is going to be this side. And we switch to assemble. And we want the shock absorber on the left front. We'll put this one in. Now, of course, I'm not getting a part here. This is me giving up a part. It's a 50, near 50% part, but I'm giving up a part here. Normally, we would be swapping parts out that are bad and putting in 100% parts. And then we refurbish those parts. And it costs us a little bit of money in electricity to refurbish the parts. It's not free, but, it's just kind of how they balance it out. Okay, and then the battery, which I don't know if I can do that while I think I have to put the car down to do that because it's lifted up, right? Brake discs, calipers, we could swap those. I'm not super interested. The tire pressure thing we can take care of. The gasoline thing we can take care of. It's already at $21,888 and I paid $16K for it. So let's take this out. We'll bring it down. And then we'll open up the hood here and we'll take a look at the batteries here. So come to the battery. It's a 3% battery. Take this out. Swap it out. There we go. And one more. All right. Pull the battery out. And now we swap to assemble and put the 41% in its place. There we go. Now, I think the game works in a way where it's like you don't even need to put the screws in and it'll just count as installed. But I'm playing the game. I want to play the game. All right. So I'm going to play the game. A lot of fuses I could fix here if I had them. I probably should get a collection of fuses because there's a lot of blown fuses here on this car. But with this thing now being drivable with a decent battery, we're up to 22,349. I have somebody interested in my big van. Okay, so she's offering me a lot less than I listed it for. She's up to 10. Not going up fast enough for me. Goodbye. Okay, so with this car, let's go ahead and get it back. Whoa. Really? Am I missing something here? Oh, the resonator's at 0%. It's not, it's installed, but it's at 0%. Ah, I don't have one of those parts. All right, you know what we're gonna do? Let's go down to the parts store down the road. I got 16,000 bucks, all right? Let's go down to the parts store across the road. And actually what I'll do is this. Let's get our, I got an idea in my head of what I need, okay? I don't need to have a shopping list, okay? Men don't need a shopping list. We're going in there. We know exactly what we want already. What are we going to look around for the right? Actually, we do. We look around. In a hardware store, an auto parts store, yeah, we look around. We look at labels, compare different brands sometimes. It depends on how often we work on things. I'm not someone who works on cars. I'm someone who really, like needs to work on cars. But yeah, when I was as a young boy with my dad, he kind of understood what he wanted already. So nothing with the engine, but I know I'm going to need these eventually. And so I'm going to buy like 5 of these, each of these. And we're going to get, let's see, catalytic converters. I think we'll get 3 of these. We're going to get like 2 mufflers. We're going to get like 5 resonators. I don't have enough space in inventory. Oh, tell you what, it's like this, isn't it? But we had space in the backs of these, right? Yeah, open the trunk. And then I want to put like pretty much all of these things. I want to put them in the back of the van. This is why I'm using this vehicle as my, because it's got 100. I can do a lot of part shopping with this thing. So definitely want to use this thing for it. Okay, so brake discs. Let's get, I don't know, 10 of these things. We'll get a couple of radiators. We'll get like 10 of these calipers. More space in inventory. Can I just access my vehicle inventory directly? It's right outside. All right, that's fine. That's fine. So once again, yes, I could do like a select all thing, but I want to keep these things in my personal inventory. I will say, though, it's probably easier to just bring those 3 things back to my personal inventory when the whole thing is done, right? I think it's probably easier. Let's grab like 6 batteries. We'll get like a few tailpipes, and that's probably good. And then I want to load up on fuses as well. So we're going to say these are stacks of 10, right? Includes 3. Okay, so these are stacks of 3. Let's get 5 of each, because we're going to use them. I mean, over time we'll use them, but yeah, just go like that. I thought I could fit them in my inventory, but I can't. Okay, so the first 2 in that list, there we go. The first 2 in that list need to be purchased still. So we go electric screwdriver. We're going to buy that. So I don't need to use the other thing anymore. Let's get some extra tape. Fuel canister, I'm going to pass on that. These are the fuses I need, right? Yeah, get 5 of these. I'm not sure if it's the one immediately next to this. So I think it was this one that I don't have. No, it says 15 in storage. It's this one then. Yeah, this one here. So we want 3 of these too. And then we'll get some other ones too. But yeah, I think that's it. Okay, so it's a good thing, good purchase day. I got $6 left. That's the only reason I'm stopping. And lots of new parts, all right? Is that the most expensive way to do it instead of buying used parts? Yeah, it's pretty expensive, but it'll get me where I want to be. And it's a 1-for-1 ratio on the money. So it ends up kind of just getting me more reputation, not really making me more money, but it's okay. So let's head back over. And I'm only going to use these parts to get cars to be drivable. Later on, we're going to be pulling out junk parts and repairing them because it is technically cheaper to do that. And of course, our mechanic is going to be using these things too. But that'll be later on, though. And so far, nobody wants to buy these cars. At least it's not showing that they want to buy them. Let's bring our van right into here. I think is a good spot to just park this in a more permanent basis when I'm not moving cars around. Just park it right in here, right? We can take this out, pull everything in inventory as much as I can, throw it into storage, take it out, put it in inventory, move it into storage. Yep, just like that. And like that. And then we come through and again, take the stacks. It doesn't really have to be anything. Yeah, it'll be these. Take these and put them back into my inventory so I have them for later. Okay. Yeah, and when I'm not moving cars around, right? So this could just be where this is for now, I guess. Okay, so we need to put a resonator in this thing. Is the next thing to do. So let's lift it up once more. Double check. Yeah, it's the exhaust resonator. And then that's it. As long as it's drivable, I'll sell it like it is. So we want the resonator, which is here. Let's go ahead and pull that out. The drill is so much better than the screwdriver. Go to assemble. And then, oh, I have one. I have one. Don't you tell me I don't have one. I bought one. Did I not buy one? I could have swore I bought one. Now, or was it, did I buy one? I bought tailpipes. Hey, their icon looks very similar, you know? It looks so similar. It's the difference between it being this end and it being on this end. Yeah. I thought I did that. Well, I have $6 and I don't have that car drivable, I guess. So it is what it is. I guess we'll wait for someone to want to buy one of my cars, and then when they buy it, I'll just fix that. So we're still open. Come on, guys, please come buy my cars. I need you. All right, this guy's interested in the big van. I might be willing to negotiate. That's certainly negotiating. Wow, you're bringing it down 10,000. Ooh, this guy is a little bit cheaper than I was expecting. Yeah, you are. I'm not willing to negotiate that. I think I can get more than that for this. I'm gonna be a little bit of a stickler on that one. Now, I don't have a resonator, so I probably have to pull this thing out of here, and I can fix it later. But there are other cars. There are other parts that I need to put in different cars. This one here, it needs a lot of work, man. I really need a mechanic. I don't want to do these things. I really need a mechanic.